Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your beginning of the month reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. Straight into this. Getting straight into what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you with a clarifying card. This reading will be from the 8th through the 17th. Ooh. 8th through the 17th. 8th through the 17th, please. Okay, first card out is having a resolution and understanding of the situation at hand. And the clarifying card for that is knowing you're the emperor and knowing who's in control. So it does feel like you know that you're in control of the situation at hand. You know where your responsibilities are. You might even feel like maybe they don't know what their responsibilities are. Let's see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. Clarifying on these two cards, please. There it is. Now, your intuition is spot on, and you know the growth and the understanding to the situation. So if you're looking for a resolution to this situation and really standing your ground as an emperor over here, because you're sitting firm and strong, and really knowing your place, understanding that they might not be offering the cups to you, that whatever offer and support that you might have been looking for from maybe a Pisces, they are not coming through. Could also be a Gemini or a Libra or maybe an Aquarius. No, they let go of this situation and they put themselves into their own corner. See, they feel like maybe because you're standing your ground as the emperor over here, because you have a greater understanding of what's going on, look, they're walking away. They said, look, you took my sword away from me. This is because you told them pretty much, hey, you know what? I know exactly what's going on and your talk is cheap. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to listen to that either. So it feels like any kind of verbal communication that you're having at this time is definitely approached with a stern feeling and a very stable feeling. So they see you as very firm and very stable in your standings. They know that you're not going to take any crap, so they do feel like you took their swords away from them, and look what you did to them. And this was because they were telling mistruth. They were mistrusting. They were telling lies. There was something secret going on. You know that they weren't telling the full truth. Something of this nature. Something was fabricated within the story of what they wanted. They come to you, try to offer you cups and say, hey, I want your apology. You're saying no, because I don't even believe that your apologies are even 100% real. So it feels like they did want some kind of stimulating conversation with you, but they're not making the right connections. Hey, coming and fabricating a story or making it so it's, you know, maybe you're the victim or something of this nature is not the way to do something. So you definitely stood your ground, and you're definitely going to tell them how it's going to be. They don't like that. Wow. So the connection that they're looking for, you're not going to allow that connection because, yeah, you have other goals. They say that they are starry-eyed about you and that you are a great friend, you know, or that they, you know, or they're in love with you. However it is, whether this is a platonic relationship or a love relationship, it doesn't really matter. It's like you're saying, I'm looking out, looking for something much healthier, something that I can, you know, have hope and promise for. You're not giving me the hope and promise that I've been looking for. If anything, it's just, you know, everything you're saying, you're making up stories. Okay. So, yeah. So getting over here to the potential near future outcome is showing there's all kinds of decisions that are going to end up running through your mind, you know, as this person continues to do whatever it is that they're doing, whatever they're fabricating, whatever they're lying, whatever they're doing, because it's showing that you have the stability enough to say, okay, enough is enough. But there's going to be a lot of discernment and a lot of new potentials going on around you, with the eight of, or I'm sorry, the Seven of Cups. But this is going to actually allow you to move forward away from the situation, because that's definitely what's going on. It says you're not 100% going to escape the whole situation. It's just going to allow you to move past the situation. Over here with the the Eight of Cups, it's well, it's like I'm taking back the responsibilities where you're dropping the ball and not being responsible for the situation. The more you discern about the situation and you come to the outcome, then you know exactly at the perfect timing with the Eight of Cups where you're going to move, right? So right now you're just saying, I don't want to have time to do this. I'm taking your swords away from you, but I will figure this out. I'm going to figure out what to do next. Right now there isn't any 100% decision whether or not you're going to actually 100% give up on the relationship, or and go another way, or if you're just going to steer kind of clear away from the situation is really what it looks like. Look, I'm going to take your swords away, you go over there, do whatever you're doing, and I'm going to do what I'm doing. Just kind of steering clear. With the King of Swords, until you can come up with this thinking and having better communication with this person. It's almost like I have to think about the situation so that I can become very clear with them, what I expect and how this is going to work. So yeah, they definitely do have you in a very sorrowful, place. Because, it's a lot of disappointments. There's a lot of disappointments to this situation, in which, they hurt your feelings a lot. And you're not sure if you're coming or going within this situation. How am I going to trust you if you keep fabricating stories or lying, or wearing rose-colored glasses, or whatever the situation is? So, yeah. But you're definitely going to be more in a defense mode when it comes to them. See, because you took their swords away from them because of the realization of what's going on. Standing firm, they don't really want to come back right now real strong at you, because they're kind of in a sorrowful place as well. But you're definitely going to be defending yourself against this person a little bit more, and not offering them the services that you had before. That's for sure. So when they come to tell you something, you're not going to be as willing to want to jump at their services, jump towards them, right? Because everything you've done over here in the present, right? What you're doing now, you're fabricating stories, you're wearing, not even realistic, however it is really going to affect when it comes to the mid-month, right? Because it's going to push you, what it's doing is pushing you back. And you're saying, no, I don't want to do with that. I have other things to do. So yeah, definitely backsliding relationship, because it's causing internal conflicts, and conflicts of the relationship itself. It does feel like there is some kind of compromise that's going on, but it's just because, you're, keeping your patience about you. Huh. So, it's almost like they're coming to tell you and you're kind of like, yeah, whatever. That's the kind of compromise I see out of this situation. Yeah, whatever. Do what you want. And that's just because you're trying to figure out what the situation really is going to be. And what you're going to do with this relationship. That's really what it looks like. So there's going to be a lot of discernment whether or not you're going to completely break it off with this person, or, or are you going to ghost them, or, are you just going to keep them at the sidelines, right? Because it's kind of saying, I'm putting you in the back seat at this time. So definitely kind of keeping them at the back seat for sure. Not going to let them in the front seat. Maybe for some of you are even hoping if I put them in the back seat, they'll just, maybe they'll break up with me. Maybe they don't want to be my friend anymore because they're not getting the attention that I was having. Yeah, with the Tower over here in reverse, it's almost like, well, maybe they'll come to the realization that it's too overwhelming and maybe they'll go away. Hey, some people, sometimes it's best that way. It doesn't make it feel like you're guilty of doing something. Let them break it off, right? Hey, I'm really busy. I'm sorry. I can't talk anymore. This way you don't feel like you're bailing out. let them bail out, right? It almost feels like that's kind of what you're doing. You're just like, fine, you bail out. That way they can't say, where did you go? What did you do? They're going to kind of do that anyways. You can tell them, kind of looks like you're telling them, for some of you, I'm going to work. I'm working. I don't have time. And that would be kind of like the greediness of your prosperities, right? Kind of like you doing you, um, kind of hiding out, not having to deal with it, right? So if they break it off, then it's kind of like, well, I'm done with you. Oh God, thank God. And that's for some of you, right? For others, you're just like, okay, we'll just do this until it all settles down. It depends on the person and who you're dealing with, right? Always. Yeah, but no matter what it is, however the bailout is, or the forcefulness is, or however you're forcing them out, or however, it's going to lead victory for you, because you're going to feel like you finally get to move with the Ace of Wands. You finally, get to do what you need to do and take action where action is needed. Just be careful though with the Ace of Wands, because as soon as they bail out, they might be trying to, before they do so or you do so, there might be some kind of reconciliation that they really want to bring to. It's going to be, this is a general reading, guys. You want to take the reconciliation or the victory, then that's going to happen. You don't want to take that and you find your victory on your own, that's the way it works. But what it's trying to say is, no matter how it's going to work, you're going to be able to take action where the victory is for you. And definitely seeing that however it's going to be, there's going to be a bailout one way or other. There's a crazy piece to this bailout though too. I just, and I keep seeing it right here, is that for some of you, you might have a troublemaker on your hands, and they may actually call from jail and want you to bail them out. I'm just saying. And that could be where you really stand strong and say no, or you actually go and do so, and kind of, then you're gone. But I do see for some of you, they definitely want you to bail them out of jail. They've got themselves into such a bad situation that they, and they want to see you as the victory to help them clear themselves from that situation. So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.